Okay. How's this go up?
Yeah. Kept it going to that.
Right.
Sorry? You're allowed to hit them.
Do they?
Over water you have come to hear the tale to tell of wandering and loneliness, of heaven and of hell. From dreams you have awoken and thought them really flat. On this bank of memories, you'll hear your truth aright.
My voice has many sounds and changes with the seasons. Through ages have they worshipped me for many different reasons. All had heart and purpose, a belonging to the land. But now is coming a violence that nature cannot withstand. Sheep, why do you use your energy to dig from the earth when there is abundance above it?
Oh, it's easier to mine for coal than it is to chop wood.
But do you not realize what this will bring? The pain you will experience, the eternal hurt you will cause?
And why do you care?
All creatures are in my care, be they bird, man, or beast.
But she does not care about your dream, sheep. As I do.
Come now, Raven, and cease this nonsense. You care little for his dreams, only the fleecing of his purse and his soul.
Your strength is waning. A new age dawns.
I have the strength to rule for eternity.
Here, Raven, who is that lady? She looks familiar.
Pay her no heed, sheep.
Now I remember. She's that there Queen of the Underriver.
Don't be fooled, sheep. See this empty throne here? Your queen left long ago. She's just one of those mischievous water sprites that inhabits these parts.
But, no, I mean, we pray to her and revere her. She's a bringer of fertility into everything to us on the land. Well, I can hardly believe me eyes.
Sheep, your eyes play no tricks on you. I am she you turn to when your seeds need warmth, when your parched soil needs rain. I hear your pleas and provide as best I can.
I had you down as a bright spark, sheep. It disappoints me to hear you spend your days on your knees, begging to this charlatan like some simple, primitive fool. But no matter. I can see you're on the right path.
I am still your queen, and the land over which I rule is still plentiful. Remember the spring, when the new buds swell and burst, when fish rise to the midges over the mill pond, and young lambs wobble on newborn legs?
Oh, yeah. Spring be a good time, all right.
And think of the harvest, the barns crammed full of grain, cheeses ripening in the dairies, the hedgerows purple with berries, misty autumn mornings when plump mushrooms peek through the grass, and farm girls have warm lips tasting of new-pressed cider.
You'd think nobody ever starved around here. If life with you was so sweet, lady, this old throne of yours should be decked with flowers, not daubed with bird droppings.
Yeah. Now I remember. I remember them wet summers, when the corn rotted in the fields, and the price of bread soared high. We scarce had hay to cut. And the beasts that should have calved next spring, well, they were slaughtered before Christmas.
Yes, that's it. Go on, what else?
Well, I remember pulling turnips from the fields. The earth still froze around them. Our hands raw with chilblains. And I never had a penny to spend when the peddler came. Couldn't buy an inch of lace for the wife, nor even a spinning top for the boy. And I remember the other lad, born to us last winter, has only breathed an hour.
I brought you the bad times and the good. Winter so that you could know spring. Hunger so that you learned the value of harvest and a full belly. The circle of the seasons, new life, growth and death.
A circle, she calls it. I call it a treadmill. Step outside of it, my friend. It takes you nowhere. There is a new world coming, with us controlling the elements, harnessing the power of water to drive great engines. Ships bring goods from around the world. What care the workers in the factories and the mills for the seasons, with an abundance of these in your pockets? You'll never starve.
Oh, show me the way, Raven, for I shall dine on pies and ale, and Molly shall not want for pretty ribbons.
Yet you will have to leave your family. How will they fare here without you?
They'll follow when I found us a place. I ain't leaving my wife, nor the young'un. Go on, I have enough coal for now. Let's go.
Wait, listen.
Wait, I don't hear nothing.
Nor I.
Listen to the sounds of the night. The whir of the owl who hears the mouse scurry over the forest floor. The soft rap of the moth seeking the light in the cottage window. Snuffling cows dreaming of lush pastures. Earthworms tunneling beneath your feet.
Hark at her sheep. She talks about grass growing and mice scurrying in the forest. That won't put food in your belly. This is the age of progress and reason, with nature as your servant. There is every corner of the globe is there to be civilized. Medicine, astronomy, science, and engineering will bring order from the chaos. Great vessels will sail from coast to coast. Steam engines will traverse the land. There is money to be made and dreams to fulfill. Great fires light up the sky, so there is no need of moonlight. And machines do the work of 100 people. That, my friend, is progress.
Well, that's what I've heard too. A new life, a better life.
What life will be yours when you cannot hear the bird song for the roar of a furnace or the clatter of a loom? How will you live when the air is full of sulphur and you cannot smell a rose?
Oh, well, yeah, I've been thinking on that. I've in mind to get one of them canary birds to sing in the parlour. And Molly shall buy sweet scent for her linen, like them rich folks use. We shall have plates and cups with butterflies and flowers and pretty things all over them.
So you will labour day and night to provide poor imitations of the gifts I grant you freely?
Oh, save your breath, Queenie. Can't you see? He's not listening.
I'll get a pewter tankard and a new cloak and a looking glass so Molly can see to dress her hair.
And when the price of corn means you work all week and still cannot afford a loaf of bread, will you forage for nuts and berries in the factory yard, pluck mushrooms from the cobbled streets?
Never know when to give up, do you? Can't you see? You've lost him. You see in the future.
I'll get a mantle clock and turkey carpet and silver buttons for me waistcoat.
Don't forget the pies and egg.
Oh, won't forget them.
Come, sheep, let's get out of this place.
Right, now I'd like to
Stay.
get nice paint
Stay.
in a frame.
It's not too
Yes,
late.
and silver
Buttons
covers for your goldie.
Darkness is falling within the digital age. Observe this unhappy fool as he flies into a rage. So absorbed is he in technological advance, he has lost touch with himself and nature's great dance.
My voice has many sounds and changes with the seasons. Through ages have they worshipped me for many different reasons. All had heart and purpose, a belonging to the land. But now has come a violence that nature cannot withstand.
Kurosawa-san, Kikimasu-ka, Kuro, can you see me? Hold on, the signal's deteriorating. I'm going to try and fix it. It's no good, I'm fading, Kurosawa. Can you see me? Can you even hear me? Okay, I'm giving up. Logging out. Damn! Well, that'll teach me for coming down here, away from the designated control area. Where on earth am I, anyway? I'm sure that sat-nav deliberately sends me miles out of my way. You can hear it in her voice. Turn left and carry on to destination. Google Map Vision, am I required to repeat myself? Where is my current GPS location? Great. Nothing. What an absolutely fantastic day this is turning out to be. It just couldn't get any worse. Right, I need to close this deal with Tokyo. Wireless network connection unavailable. Damn, what am I going to do now? I can't even log into Facebook. I want to find out how many friends I've got. You there, woman. It's a bit sad, isn't it?
Yes, it is sad. How many of your friends do you have a relationship with outside of your machine?
A relationship offline? What on earth do you think we'd do?
You could go for a walk in the countryside, touch the wild grass with your bare feet, feel the warm breeze that floats, smell the freshly dug soil made ready for seed.
It might be worth a go. Is there an app I can download for that?
You look tired.
Yeah, I am. Busy with work, busy with lots of things. It's hard to find the time these days.
Is that why your wife left with your children, because you didn't have time for them?
How do you know that?
Yes, how do you know that?
Only when the mechanized clock stops does time come to life. You are human. You are made of the elements of earth. You are the ebb of the tide, the waxing and waning of the moon.
Waxing lyrical, more like.
Who are you anyway? What are you doing in this place? Do you get a signal down here?
My signal is eternal and ethereal. It requires no wires nor satellites and is available always.
Wow, what network is that with? Is it pay as you go?
Oh, such clever words, such clear insight, and such a surprise. You old hag, can you not taste his success? Are you so bound in your underwater weeds that you cannot see what is right before you? And so, okay, maybe he's having an off day, but he's more successful, more powerful, and more in control of his own destiny than he ever was with you in charge.
I'm starting to feel really cold.
You will find down here the necessary tools you require to start a fire to keep warm.
Well, that won't be any good.
Why?
Well, it's just, I don't know how to. If my phone was working, I could download the instructions from www.howtostartafire.com. But as it is, I just haven't got a clue.
You do not need machines to tell you these things. That knowledge has been with you since the birth of time. The primal instinct to start fires, plant seeds, and hunt for food is within you. It has perhaps been forgotten in this digital age, but it is not lost.
Will you show me?
Of course.
What's going on? You've got business to complete, deals to complete, money to be made. Don't let it all slip away. You've never had it so good. Don't you know who you are? You are the supreme being personified. Now, let's get you back. I'll take you.
No, I think I might stay here for a while.
What do you think you're doing? Are you off your head? You're talking nonsense. We seriously need to get you back to the office. You know, a few pills, stiff drink. We'll crack on with the Rodriguez account. By midnight, we'll be snorting lines and partying, hey? Work hard, party hard. Come on, let's get you back to what makes you really happy.
Truly, Raven, can you not see? He is not happy. He sits up there day after day in his comfort zone with the realization that he might be part of the planet's wealthiest 1%. But he is not rich.
I don't know who you think you're talking about. But he is rich. He can have what he wants whenever he wants it. How cool is that?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be doing me much good though, does it?
Take your meds and get back to reality.
From inside your grey buildings, you and many like you have heard the distant lapping of water on the shore. You have sensed the river flowing, a new way of thinking arising.
Oh,
You're right.
well, man, you're starting to scare me, you know. You sound like a freak.
You are not alone. There is a growing number of you rising in the cities like seedlings seeking light through the cracks in the pavement.
Yes, they're called tree huggers. Why don't they get themselves a proper job? They're a disgrace to their race.
Every soul born to earth carries the essence and the elements of Mother Nature. Whether in heart or mind, man knows the bond we share and is aware of the destruction his short-sighted greed has dealt me.
No, do not listen to Earth Mother. Watch TV, stream it live on your iPad. Listen to them. The politicians, the bankers, the oil companies. These are the people with power, not Earth Mother.
No, Raven, you're wrong. I'm beginning to see that now. I'm going to stay here. I want to learn.
What's he going to learn? How to walk barefoot in the grass, how to scythe, how to get cold in the wintertime, wet when it rains because you can't afford an umbrella, and starve in the winter because you haven't learned how to store food. What are you going to do? Fly stuff on winter?
hands, but with beak and clasp, his thoughts no longer fit to speak. For beyond his world, beyond his grasp, is now the place I need to seek. For beneath the earth, this sanctuary, a goddess dwells who cares for me. She will teach me all I need to see, here, where we are, where we need to be.
My voice has many sounds and changes with the seasons. Through ages have they worshipped me for many different reasons. All had heart and purpose, a belonging to the land. And now has gone the violence which nature could long withstand.
I never realised how blessed I am.
And I, for my part, did not realise how blessed I am to be in the company of a conscious creature once more. You were reciting a rhyme from earlier times, from before the onset of the digital age. Where did you learn this rhyme?
My grandmother taught me, Your Highness, she who is long gone from the earth.
As her grandmother taught her?
I believe it to be so, Your Highness, as I shall teach my offspring. Yet I fear we are so few.
Yes, your kind is not as numerous as once they were.
So many gone. It is not for me to question you, Supreme One. But could you not have helped them?
I cannot interfere with the ways of humankind. The laws of nature prevail. Evolution chooses its own path. That is why you have free will.
Forgive me, Your Highness, but I do not understand.
This is the way of life, the cycle of death and rebirth. I understand your questioning and do not take offence, but let me ask one of you. Was this not a consequence of your own actions? You needed to make mistakes, to learn, to discover a better way.
You have made your point, Your Highness. All we want now is peace, reconciliation, love, to enjoy this new beginning. We are changed. We are now humble. We know we are but part of your kingdom. We are learning.
And what about he?
His voice has been silenced. He shall hark no more, and we shall listen no more.
Nevermore thing of evil, bird or devil, tempter's scent or man's own ego. Silenced he may be, but there are others awaiting to take his place.
Others? What others? Damned they be. We shall not listen. We know better now. We have seen his vision of the future, and tempted we were, but once tasted, realised it was a bittersweet poison chalice. That will not happen again.
Do not be complacent. Temptation is always just around the corner. It comes in many forms. You are strong now, but your newfound strength will be challenged. There is one way you can protect yourself. You have learned much. You have overcome many obstacles, yet your learning is not over. Keep this sound with you. Have pity for this poor creature. Forgive, but do not forget his evil ways. All creatures are in my care, be they bird, man, or beast. Now, I must depart. But I'm always here. In your times of need, seek me out in the shadows. Hear my whispering voice. Feel my warm breath. Smell my sweet scent. Let me be your comfort. Over the waters I have travelled, through time, through space, eternal with my good grace. All beasts in my care a love to behold, true and pure. A warning this shall be, a warning to thee. There are many endings to this tale, and many paths to be followed. The future is in your hands.
Life-giving water, you're free to flow. Go where you need to instinctively know. Sink deep into earth and nourish your soul. Life-giving water, you're free to flow. To the edge, he said. Take a leap of faith and soar up to the sky. Breathe the air, let your soul fly. Break the chains